Welcome to Chat Fantasy Football. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong podcast. Sorry. Chat Fantasy Football was my old podcast. Today, we're back to the Math Guru, where math is fun.
Math is so much fun for everyone. Math. Yeah, math.
All right, today's topic, dividing decimals. Dividing decimals isn't that different than regular division. In fact, the only real difference with dividing decimals is that there are these things called decimal points. The question is, what do you do with the decimal points? That's what we're going to talk about today. So let's start with one particular division problem. Okay. I'll set the whiteboard up so you can take a look at it. You'll see it. Okay. Give me a second here. There we go. And we're going to set a problem up with a decimal point in the dividend, but not the divisor. So this is on the easier side. So this is going to be 24 and 8/100ths. That's the dividend. The divisor is going to be on the outside of the house, and that's going to be the number 8. You'll notice you see a decimal point here, but you don't see one with 8. Okay. So there's a common theme here, and I want you to remember this. Okay. You're going to bring the decimal point up, and then you're going to
Forget about it.
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 That's right. You're going to forget about the decimal point once you bring it up. Now, there's going to be a different problem I do next. That's going to be slightly different, and I'll talk about that when we get to it. Okay. But for right now, you just bring the decimal point up and you forget about it. Okay. So then we do normal division. And yes, this is traditional division. Traditional division will be a little easier. So we're not going to talk about partial quotients when we're dividing decimals for now. Okay. So 8 does not go into 2. So I put an X there. You can put a 0 there too if you like. 8 goes into 24 now. I know my handwriting is not that neat. I get it. But it's mathematically neat. And I line the numbers up and I line the decimals up. Again, in order to be successful in math, you have to be mathematically neat, meaning that the numbers are legible and that they're lined up and the decimal point is lined up where it started in the dividend here. Okay. So 8 times 3 is 24. Okay. Well, a lot of kids get confused here because they bring down the 0, but watch what happens. 8 does not go into 0. No, it doesn't. So you got to put a 0 there. Okay. And then you bring down the 8. Okay. So 8 goes into 8 one time. Okay. So the answer to this first problem is going to be 3 1/100th. And if you did an estimate to check it, 24 divided by 8 would be about 3. So that answer looks logical, makes sense. All right, let's get a little more difficult, a little more challenging now, okay? Okay, here we go. I'm going to clear that one. This one, I'm going to have a decimal point in the dividend, and I'm going to have one in the divisor as well. And we'll talk about what you do, okay? So let's say I have 5 4/100ths, and I'm dividing that by 9/10ths. I don't know what to do with the decimal. I'm so upset. I mean, you did. Relax, just chill, watch, okay? Be like Chilly Willy.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, no.
Okay, now watch. I'm going to make that divisor 0.9 or 9/10ths into 9. Whatever I do the divisor, I have to do the dividend. So I'm going to move the decimal point over one place. So my new number becomes 50 4/10ths divided by 9. Okay, now, just like before, I bring the decimal point up and that's right, forget about it.
Forget about it.
Okay, 9 goes into 50 5 times. 5 times 9 is 45. Okay. I borrowed here. 10 minus 5 is 5. I borrowed from him, so he becomes a 4. 10 minus 5 is 5. Bring down the 4. You'll notice my decimal point is already up there. So 9 goes into 54 6 times. And I have nothing left for a remainder. So my answer is 5 and 6/10. I'm going to make that decimal point a little bigger. So 5 and 6/10. So again, the biggest key with the decimal point is you want to bring it up and forget about it. And if the divisor, which is the number outside of the house, has a decimal, you got to make that a whole number and then do whatever you do to the divisor, you do to the dividend. Make sense? All right. This is the Math Guru signing off. Sayonara.